Hello, we are just few days from the release of the full game Football Manager 2023, and if you are a little bit like me, you are about to choose your main save for FM23. Getting into this, I thought about making a list of 7 legendary teams to manage. If a certain team from England would not get promotion to Premier League, I would totally include them in the list, but given the number of transfers and their budget, I find Nottingham Forest as an easy challenge. So we're about to find teams which will need a little more effort to be continental monsters. Stade de Reims.
Stade de Reims.
They have been in the first European Cup final ever, what is now known as the Champions League, in 1956 and again in 1959. Arguably the second best team in Europe in the late 1950s behind Real Madrid. Their squad included the prospects of Jules Fontaine and the controversial Raymond Kopa, who in 1959 was playing for Real Madrid. They are playing in Ligue 1, but are far from the better teams, finishing only 12th in the league last season, and the red and whites are a long way from European glory. Can you bring them back? FC Magdeburg. Fancy a newly promoted side? Magdeburg won the third tier of German football and qualified directly to the Zweite Bundesliga, where they are going to face a tough battle. The club has a significant history, winning the Cup Winners' Cup in 1974 and being one of the most successful sides in the East German Oberliga. Among their legends, they have Jürgen Pommerenke and Paul Seguin. Can you bring back national and European Cup trophies to Magdeburg? For number 3 we go to Scotland, and the proposal here is Aberdeen. A team full of history, the club where Sir Alex Ferguson got his first honours, and one of the few clubs entitled to break the dominance of Celtic and Rangers. Aberdeen won the Scottish League 4 times, finishing runners-up no less than 17, but their most famous achievement is the victory over Real Madrid in 1983, which got them the Cup Winners' Cup trophy under Alex Ferguson. This is a club with some wonderful stories and with a very strong local bonds. The city is in remote northeast Scotland, but has rich football history and fans with a lot of passion. Next team will be in Latin America, in the beautiful city of Cali, not far from the Pacific coast, a club with 95 years of history and with a rich trophy cabinet, 15 domestic titles, but what are they missing is the continental one. América de Cali got 4 times to the final of Copa Libertadores, 1985, 86, 87 and 1996, but never managed to win it. The last couple of seasons were particularly hard, finishing 8th and then 15th in the first tier of Colombian football. The team has a lot of potential, but Colombian leagues are very complex to win, with lots of good teams. The aim here will be to get that Copa Libertadores trophy. 5th team in the list is from the Basque country, and it is a freshly relegated team to Segunda División. Deportivo Alavés don't have as much silverware as some would prefer, but they are nonetheless one of the best teams in the Basque country. They have achieved the UEFA Cup final as recent as 2001, losing a heartbreaking match against Liverpool 4-5 on extra time. Not on penalties, on extra time. 9 goals scored in that final in Dortmund. They have a strong team for the second Spanish league, but the aim for Alavés should be bringing them back to Europe. It will be hard given the Spanish restrictions on total salary budget, but with slow and steady progress, Deportivo Alavés can be back into European competitions final in a few seasons. For the 6th team we are going back to South America, and this time to Peru. Universitario has an 85,000 stadium, Estadio Monumental, and in 1972 reached the Copa Libertadores final, being the first team from Peru to do it. No team from Peru has won the competition so far, and Universitario are the team with probably the best chance. While it will not be hard to take over the league, Universitario being one of the best teams in the country, it will be quite a challenge to win the Continental Trophy, and you can add a race against time, as after just 2 years the club will celebrate its centennial, being founded in 1924. Can you win Copa Libertadores in just 2 seasons? Last team on the list is from Portugal, and it's the last winner of the domestic leagues from outside the top 3 of Benfica, Porto and Sporting. In 2001, Boavista Porto won their only Primeira Liga, and since then the club went through a lot of troubles, match fixing, relegation, legal troubles, and returned to the first league. The club has a stadium of 28,000 in one of the most beautiful cities of Europe. It would be a big task to win again the league, but even bigger to gain some European silverware, which they never have. Best achievement for them was a semi-final in UEFA Cup in 2002-2003 season and a couple of Champions League group stage presences. Are you the one to get Boavista Porto to glory? That would be the list of 7 legendary teams to manage in FM23. If you like this video and if you want to see more, press that subscribe button and also leave us a like because it's very important. See you next time.